Hey everybody, how you doing? So we're starting that holiday season and there's no time like the holidays to make you feel awful if you're alone. So I brought out this book. I think it's the most asked for book I've ever had from clients and friends and just people that watch on how to manifest true love, find your soulmate, fix a relationship that works, or just maybe even find somebody that you like to begin to date, or maybe you're having problems dating. Anyway, after breaking the code in the Mayan calendar, and especially being an expert around the end of the Mayan calendar in 2012, where there was a lot of suspect that there might be a pole shift, I wanted to address that now. So here we are 5 years later, and I really think that I have figured out exactly what the pole shift was all about. It was an inner pole shift. And, thankfully, a lot of times when you do that inner work, right, you stop the outer disaster. But in this case, there was a pole switch. And what happened that I'm seeing, and I'd love your feedback from this, because this is what I'm, not only myself, from what my clients, friends, people I know are saying to me. Let me know if you too identify with this, especially if you're single and dating, that the roles for male and female have become blurred. Almost so blurred that you don't know what bathroom to go into. I couldn't even find the right bathroom because there were so many different bathrooms at the airport the other day. And it's just like everything's become kind of a gray area, right? And also, it becomes a point of, I don't know, bigotry or whatnot if you somehow do not have the appropriate lingo to address whether it's a transgender or a homosexual, or now we have also MGTOW, men going their own way. We also have WGTOW, women going their own way. What's going on with this increased homosexuality, lack of gender identification, and this leaving of our normal poles? Like with MGTOW, that's the men leaving their normal male pole. And with WGTOW, that's the women refusing to stay on their polarity. So I want to talk about polarity and why it's important. Bottom line, your polarity has to do with your male or female polarity and which you identify with and which energy that you hold. So I'm going to give you an example of what I see happening with women. And I have to say, I'm sorry, this book is mostly geared toward women. It's not geared as much toward men, although I can give you a simple way just to flip it about. So in this book, where I address women, it's about keeping your polarity as a woman. Because in the end, what causes sexual desire and love and lust and the desire to become a union is the desire of the poles magnetically attracting each other. They're different, so they have a pole. That pole we identify as desire or attraction or love. Now shoot forward to this day and age where we not only have mixed gender roles, but we have women and men switching traditional roles. For example, women going into the office and workplace, men often sometimes staying home with the family. We're seeing these kind of switches all over the place. That is fine, but if you want to stay in a committed relationship where there's passion for each other, where you don't have to go outside to find it because it's all there, because that attraction is so intense and compelling, then you need to stay in your polarity. That means if you're a man, even if you're staying at home and you're out of work and you're out of your natural polarity, and when I talk about polarities, I talk about DNA, basic DNA instincts that we're working off as animals on this planet, whether we like it or not. So our spirit and our mind may tell us one other thing, but our body instincts, while we're in this human body, will push us towards something else, and that has to do with DNA. So basically, whether you like it or not, your DNA as a man tells you to find a beautiful, healthy young woman to have children with. And ladies, like it or not, your DNA is thousands of years old. When people tell me, ooh, this sounds like 1950s stuff, I'll say, oh, heck no. It's a heck of a lot older than that. Since caveman days. This is built in like fight or flight, response. It's there. So, ladies, you are built in your DNA to look for a mate to protect you and provide for you and your future family so you can reproduce. That is what you are set to do at the very core level of yourself. So you can fight this, or you can just learn to use it for your benefit in this modern day. The other part of a long-term, happy, committed relationship is having somebody that's like your best friend, that you love to hang out with, that you have similar interests, that you like to do similar things, that your day-to-day is easy because you harmonize together because you're alike. So really, what we're looking for is a dance of the polar opposites and the comfortability of the best friend. When you have both of those, you feel like you're madly in love. And often, when you have both of those present, people will decide to get married or move into a committed relationship. Anyway, I wrote this book so you could learn how you're working and then how to use the law of attraction and your spirit to help you in your love relationships. The other thing I really like to address in this book is something I address actually with all my clients, and that is our early programming. From 1 to 5, we get programmed very heavily, and we pretty much run off those programs most of our lives unless something interrupts the program and changes us. So one of the things I implore you all to do if you want a better life is to reprogram yourself, because I can assure you, and if you're not a millionaire, it's because you don't have a millionaire program. But guess what? If you listen to non-stop wealth affirmations, you are installing a new wealth program. Same thing with self-esteem, which stems from a lot of issues that people have with love. I want to say has to do with their lack of love that they have for themselves and their own self-esteem. And I mean, this is famous clients I work with, like normal people and movie stars all have this. It's not just you or your friend. It's almost all of us have these self-esteem issues that we don't love ourselves enough for one reason or another. So I highly recommend reprogramming yourself on that level too. Like Louise Hay's affirmations are wonderful for that. Anyway, as a gift to you, I am giving away this book right here for free today only on Amazon for the Kindle version. So if you can't find it and you're looking for it overseas someplace, you have to go to the American market Amazon. You have to go to the US Amazon to be able to download the book. But it's free, so go get it. And men, if you have questions, because it's really written for a woman, although you can use it also, feel free to ask me, write me. I'll try and do a video about it. In the end, I ask if you do like it, you get some value from it, please share it, please leave me a review, and please, please, please go on and have the best life you possibly can. I would love to find you coming back to me and telling me that you found true love and that you're happy and that you have a partner through life, because it's just easier when you have a team. And, I think they're really driving a wedge between us, the sexes, and I don't think it's good for anybody, and it's certainly not making people happier. Definitely drug use is on the rise, and suicide too, just so many things going on, and I just can't say, all you need is love. It's one of the greatest things a person can ever have in life, so I hope you take the time to find it for yourself and make it a priority in your life, and wishing you lots of love and high frequencies, my friend. I'll leave the link below.